A few very prominent strength coaches have pretty much said that the trap bar is a useless piece of junk or it doesn't develop your back.
This useless piece of junk is a trap bar.
Years ago, we had a guy in our gym who couldn't deadlift very much, about 650, but yet he could beat me and Chuck Vogelpohl in trap bar deadlifts. But he was 100 pounds behind us in the regular deadlift. And so I realized back then, it's good for leg development, but not back development.
So I purchased a trap bar myself a few months ago for my home gym, and I've been using it. And we're going to examine now if those strength coaches are right or if they're dead wrong and the trap bar can actually help a lot of people out. So here it is, guys, the trap bar. Okay, you're going to be standing right in the center of the bar. It's got two sets of handles. Those are the low handles. You can flip it around for the higher handles for higher pulls, higher deadlifts off the floor. That's basically all it is. And with this bar, guys, I basically bought it because I have just been beat to shit the last couple of years. Okay, it's from years of forcing exercises and straight barbell exercises that really never agreed very well with my body. But I just forced doing them for years and years, like a lot of you watching this probably, because all of the top strength coaches, all of the gurus said you must low bar back squat with the straight bar or you're a pussy, you're not training. You must do this exercise. This piece of equipment is trash. Don't ever do this. This doesn't do anything. And, guys, at some point I had to look at myself and be like, do you want to fucking train or not? Because you are injured. There's exercises that are clearly keep hurting you and you keep doing them. So we need to start finding a way to actually to train around these things, whether that be alternate equipment, alternate exercises. And I really bought this bar because I wanted to rebuild my deadlift. I hadn't been able to deadlift for a number of years because of injuries. And then I was feeling good enough to deadlift again. But my deadlift was just terrible. I was using my back. I was like stiff-legged deadlift. I just couldn't find it. So I did some research and I came up with the trap bar because originally I was just like, I want this thing to rebuild my deadlift and help me fix whatever the hell is wrong with me. And if I only can trap bar deadlift, so be it. I need to be lifting. So as soon as I unwrap this bar, as soon as it's delivered to my house, I pick it up, I get the high handles, and I just start doing some barbell rows, in the center of the bar, rowing the bar all the way up. And as soon as I touched that bar, as soon as I got that first row in, oh man, I felt like I had been lied to all these years because those were the best feeling rows I have ever had. Like rowing, not what regular barbell rows, they're kind of in front of you. It's a little awkward. I'm in the center mass of this thing. It's not taxing the hell out of my lower back. My lower back had been hurting. These rows felt great. I felt it in my back. It was amazing. Like, I felt like all these years, all of this time listening to this advice from all the gurus out there about what to do, what not to do, what exercises and equipment were off limits for XYZ reason. I just felt like a fucking idiot. Like, I can't believe I've been listening to all these people for so long, especially about this trap bar. Those were the best feeling rows I had ever done, and that was just the beginning. So fast forward, and I flip the bar over, and I start doing the deadlifts. Okay, I grab it from the high handles, not from the lower handles, and right away, pretty much no back pain, no issues whatsoever. I had a little bicep tendonitis. I still do in my right bicep. That wasn't being irritated, and I just start pulling, guys. And no pain. I feel my back working. It feels amazing. Again, all these strength coaches, oh, it only works your legs. It's not for your back. I feel this thing in my back like almost more, or definitely just as much as conventional straight bar deadlifts. So I started deadlifting and I keep adding weight and I'm in disbelief. It's been so long since I can just keep loading the bar and getting a heavy workout in and actually working my goddamn muscles. This feels amazing. So I just keep pulling, okay? And as you can see, no problem. The form is good. You're using the high handle, so you're higher off, and that's good for people like me. I have long or short arms. I have very short arms for my frame. I don't have long arms, which is bad for deadlifting. And this just made it so much better. It took all the pressure off. And as you can see here, I eventually worked up to a personal, let's see, what was this? I think I was deadlifting about 360 something pounds here, high bar, trap bar, and it felt amazing. And nowadays, that was a while ago. Now this was just recorded yesterday. I'm back to deadlifting with the straight bar as well, pain free. I'm getting my legs into it. Like that trap bar retrained my deadlift so that they felt normal again, like they used to when I was really strong before I got all these injuries and got beat up. So here I am, I'm just deadlifting, doing high reps at 185. And then this is the next day where I deadlifted double overhand about 315 for the first time in a long time. And again, guys, this was 100% pain free, no issues in my back. My form is great, and I attribute that to the trap bar. And not only did the trap bar like help me rebuild my deadlift and really just get my confidence up after all these injuries, but it did things that like nobody really talks about it doing or benefits that were huge as well. And another big one was it helped me train around bicep tendonitis, which I know a lot of you get. Probably all of you have had it before. Okay, you get that little dull ache in your bicep and it doesn't go away, and it gets worse when you do certain exercises, especially most straight bar, barbell exercises. If you're holding the bar on your back for squats, if you're pressing overhead, that's a big one that usually irritates it. And even if it's severe enough, just doing deadlifts or rows, you're rowing, you're getting your bicep into it, can really just keep irritating it. And because you're using those neutral grips, you're gripping on the side like that with the trap bar, that's a lot better, more natural position to pull in and to press in actually for your body, for your shoulder, and for your bicep when it's doing that support work. And it took a lot of pressure off my bicep, and it helped it heal a lot. It basically kept me in the game, training back, doing heavy pulls, heavy rows, rowing from the floor, all of that without constantly re-aggravating my bicep tendonitis. And I was actually able to go, I'm still able to go fairly heavy with it, as you can see from the clips there. I can load them up, and my bicep wasn't getting irritated at all, and it probably it definitely helped heal it even faster with that neutral grip. So I just want to touch on that. Not a lot of people talk about rowing with the trap bar and doing rows with it, but dude, when you're in the center of that bar and you're rowing the bar, especially if you're rowing from the ground doing pendlay rows, they just feel awesome because the bar's in your center of your mat. You're not awkwardly hunched over it, right? Now, having said that, there is one exercise and one way to use the bar that I actually do think is kind of dangerous, and just it feels like total dog shit for me, and that's deadlifting with those lower handles. So when you use the low handles, guys, I don't like it because if you're not dead center of that bar and your grip isn't perfectly in the center of the bar, the bar will tip violently forward or backward in your hand as soon as you start to lift. And that's just it's unstable. It doesn't feel good. It turns this into more of a squat. And maybe that's why Louis Simmons and Mark Ripito and other people trash on the bar. They're not wrong. When you deadlift with these lower handles, I don't think there's nearly as much carryover as the high handles where you can kind of turn it into more of a deadlift or a high rack pull feeling to help your normal deadlift. But yeah, these low bar deadlifts, they do feel like shit. They feel a little dangerous. And let's just get one more thing straight. I'm not obviously shit talking guys like Louis Simmons, rest in peace, or Mark Ripito. Those guys, especially Mark Ripito, until I started following barbell training and strength and getting stronger, my body never started really changing. I was one of those guys back in the day where I would do all the machine exercises in my body. I never really looked like a lifter until I got into their stuff and started training barbells. So I'm not shit talking them. They are legends. Mark Ripito is my fucking spirit animal. I love that man. He's exactly, I'm his kid somehow. I came from him. We are very, very similar. So I'm not shit talking. Of course, those guys, they know a lot more than me. They've trained thousands and tens of thousands of people. They have record holders, but take what they say with a grain of salt, guys. Sometimes a low bar exercise or a certain exercise or piece of equipment that all the gurus say is a piece of junk might be exactly what you need to get your shit back on track. Okay. And I'm not saying the trap bar is the be all end all and like you should only do trap bar from now until forever. It's just a tool, okay? It'll help you train around injury. It'll help you build confidence in your deadlift again. It'll allow you to barbell row and make them feel a little bit more natural. It's an awesome bar. It's a great tool. The older I get, I'm 34 now, the more I get into these specialty bars. That's why I'm going to have a number of those videos on different specialty bars on this channel because they help, okay? They help a lot. They help with your longevity, your strength, your confidence. There's a place for a lot of these bars. And especially if you have a home gym like me, like, oh man, like I said, if I could go back in time when I first started all this 10, 15 years ago, I would purchase all the specialty bars that I have now from the get-go and use them a lot because it really would have helped keep me a lot healthier and a lot stronger for a lot longer. Okay, I'm getting better now, but I went through a lot of injuries that were, in hindsight, completely unnecessary. So, in conclusion, yes, the trap bar is worth it. It's not dangerous, okay, unless you're going to do those low handle deadlifts, which I don't like. Now, could I get used to those? Yeah. Could I get good at them to where the bar doesn't tip in my hands? Yeah, I could. And if you're going to join the military, the trap bar low handle deadlift is like one of their strength things now, where they're going to see how many reps you can do over some shit like that. So if you're going to do some kind of PT test where you know that you're going to be low handle trap bar deadlifting, get good at it for that reason. Otherwise, I would just stick to the high handles. They feel like a rack pull, but they're still below your knees. They work the shit out of your back. They got my deadlift back to where it should be. And now I do a ton of both trap bar deadlifting and straight bar deadlifting all the time now, and rowing and all that good stuff, guys. So trap bar, yes, big thumbs up. Check it out. It's not the devil. It's not going to kill you. It helped me out a lot.